Group E, we have Germany here first. So let's get right to Germany. All right, we're talking Deutschland. We're talking FIFA ranking 11. They won in 54, 74, 1990, and 2014. If you want World Cup pedigree, look no further than Germany. No team in the tournament's history has reached more finals than Germany's 8, while their 4 titles can be bettered by Brazil. Germany's World Cup glory is no distant memory, with their most recent triumph coming just 8 years ago in Brazil when they stunned the football world by thrashing the host 7-1 in the semifinals. Bro, that game was hilarious to watch. However, Germany's proud record at major tournaments has taken a knock in recent years. Zhao Chim Lao's side traveled to Russia in 2018 as the reigning champions, but were humbled by Mexico and South Korea on their way to an embarrassing group stage exit. Let's look at the squad here. What are we thinking? Neuer, Sule, Rudiger. Ooh, man. Raum, I'm assuming, because he plays left back. Kimmich, Havertz, Goretzka in the midfield then. I mean, these guys have an abundance of like young forwards I feel like to throw out there. So I don't think I'm going to be sleeping on Germany at all, because I mean, who's going to sleep on Germany? That'd be ridiculous. But at the same time, you got to look at the recent games in Germany and think, what's going on? What's going on in Germany right now? What is going on in Germany right now in the last few games here, right? Drawing against Netherlands, Italy, England, and Hungary is like the worst case scenario, but you're Germany. You're Germany. You would just think a little bit more. You think a little bit more out of them. So we have one of the, I want to say, they're like the weirdest team in terms of what do people expect of them out of this World Cup. I've seen a couple things, right? People saying their lineup sucks. Some people say their lineups whatever. At the end of the day, they're still Spain, right? Ranked 7th in the world. They obviously won the World Cup in 2010. That's their biggest achievement. Since winning the 2010 World Cup in South Africa 12 and a half years ago, Spain have either won or drawn 87% of their 154 matches. They have lost just 20 of them during that time. That is absurd. 154 matches, they've only lost 20 of them since. But while the stats look impressive on paper, that they only tell half the story, perhaps even less. Vicente del Bosque team, of course, followed up the World Cup triumph by retaining their status as European champions at Euro 2012, but soon cracks began to show at the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. They failed to progress past the group stages for the first time since France 98, and at the Euro 2016, they were knocked out by Italy in the round of 16. Let's look at the squad here. So no David De Gea, right? No David De Gea. People are saying it's crazy that there's no De Gea in this World Cup. So, I mean, who's going to start at goalie? Unai Simon, probably? Is that what they're thinking? Unai Simon's going to start here? Like, you look at Spain, I think the biggest question is, like, people keep saying that their lineup's kind of ass, but is it just because they don't have like any crazy marquee players? Like, what's the reason? Because no Sergio. People are saying like no Sergio Ramos makes this a big mistake. I think it probably is a mistake that they don't have Sergio Ramos here. I don't know why you wouldn't want him just with everybody else. The dude's been in the World Cup forever. Like, you're telling me that Hugo, Guillamon, or Laporte should be in over Ramos? I mean, maybe I'm not following what Ramos has been doing, but I feel like he should be on the squad. I think Spain should be all right. I think if I had to pick one between Spain and Germany to flop, I probably lean a bit towards Germany to flop more than Spain. I still think Spain's good. I think Germany has more of a floppable chance there. Let's go check out the CONCACAF lads in Costa Rica. They are ranked 31st, which I think is pretty accurate. It's a pretty good spot for them, 31st. Their World Cup achievements are quarterfinals in 2014, which was a crazy result for them. 2014, wow. The 2022 World Cup will be just a 6th edition of the tournament Costa Rica have participated in, and they're coming into it off the back of an eye-catching run of form. Current manager Luis Fernando Suarez, who has been in charge since June 2021, has overseen 8 victories in the last 11 outings. Arguably, the most important of those came back in June when ex-Arsenal striker Joel Campbell scored the decisive unanswered goal in the playoff match that sent Los Ticos to the World Cup at New Zealand's expense. So obviously, Keylor Navas with the start. For defenders, I know Duarte, but I think that's really it. Oh, I don't know Oviedo. Yeah, I know Duarte and Oviedo. I think obviously Kendall Watson, 61 caps, older guy, probably gonna get the start as well. Nope, can't sit here and act like I know any of these midfielders for real other than Celso Borges here. And then for forwards, it's just Joe Campbell and Brian Ruiz. That's it. That's all you need to know. I don't think they'll really do anything, because what are they going to do realistically, right? They're going to have to either pull off a draw versus Germany and Spain and beat Japan to realistically make any true noise. They have to pull off one draw and then beat Japan. So the Costa Rica-Japan game is probably everything here. My favorite team in the group is Japan. It is Japan. They are ranked 24th. I think that's a bit disrespectful. I think Japan is a quality football team. World Cup achievements round 16 in 2002, 2010, 2018. Japan make their 7th consecutive World Cup appearance in Qatar after finishing 2nd behind Saudi Arabia in their qualification group. After a rocky start, which saw Japan lose 2 of their opening 3 games, Moriyasu's side recovered well to end with 7 wins and a draw from their 10 qualifiers. Very nice way to end your qualifier run. Dude, look at their players, bro. You want to talk, like, people talk all this shit about Japan this, Japan that, Spain this, Spain that, Germany this, Germany that. Dude, they got Stuttgart, European. You want to talk about a full-blown cook squad? Look at them. Look at the squad. It's nuts, dude. I think it's so clear that Japan is being completely slept on in the World Cup. I'm going to take Japan to advance from Group E at 5 odd. That's the plan. Group F, we have Croatia first. Croatia, FIFA ranking 12. Runners up in 2018 and third place in 1998. Yes, the runners up in 2018 was a massive, massive run. I think everyone was rooting for him. 2018 World Cup runners up will be hoping for a similar campaign in Qatar, if not one better. Croatia topped Group D and Russia qualifying for the knockout rounds alongside Argentina with a 100% record and conceding just one goal in the final group game against Iceland. Let's look at their squad. Orisic, super sub, and Kramaric. I'm surprised he doesn't play more. Kramaric, he was good. Croatia will still be the favorites to make it out of Group F, and once again for a deep dive into 20. Whoa. Favorite? Oh, to make it out. Yes, to make it out. They are the favorites to make it out. Correct. Belgium ranked second in the FIFA rankings. Their biggest accomplishment in the World Cup are third place 2018, fourth place 1986, and quarterfinals in 2014. Belgium's golden generation faces one of the last shot at glory when they head to Qatar in the World Cup this winter. While Kevin De Bruyne, Thibaut Courtois, and Romelu Lukaku are still in their prime, others once thought of as world class have already begun to decline or are retired, leaving the Red Devils markedly weakened. Now, the squad is pretty nasty on paper, right? If they don't put out Lukaku, Trossard, I don't even care who the third guy is. It should be Lukaku, Trossard, and whoever else they want. You don't put in Hazard, fine. Mertens, fine. Whatever. But you better play Trossard. Period. The man is scoring. There's not much to talk about Belgium. Like, they just need to prove it now, right? Like, I think if you want to break down Belgium any more than we read, just prove it. You just got to prove it now. If we go have a trip to the Canada lads, oh, the maple syrup lads, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time for them. They are ranked 41st in the world. I think 41st is a bit harsh considering how good they've been in this cycle, right? But nonetheless, their World Cup achievements are group stage in 1986. Canada are back at the World Cup for the first time in 32 years after finishing top of the CONCACAF World Cup qualifying, level on points with Mexico, having won 8 and drawn 4 of their 14 matches. Qualification for the World Cup finals was sealed for just a second time, beating Jamaica 4-0 to book their ticket to Qatar and end 36 years of failure and heartache. So yeah, defense is a bit but I feel like they're a good group though, right? The defense, they don't have individual talent, but I feel like as a unit with Borjan behind them, they're pretty solid, as we saw in the CONCACAF qualifying, right? Forwards, I mean, it's gonna be obviously Davies, David, and then probably Larin, I would imagine, right? I think Canada's goal is to be, you know, hold the fort. It's probably gonna be hold the fort and allow David and Davies to make a play. You just gotta pray that Borjan and the defense can hold it together, midfield doesn't get bossed around, and you allow your forwards, David, Davies, and Larin to make a play up top, I would imagine. But I don't think I am like head over heels over Canada, right? I think when you analyze their recent form and their players and their talent, they have a style of football. They're going to try to play that style of football, but I just don't know if their defense is going to be able to hold up against Croatia and Belgium, right? Morocco in Group F. Probably the one team no one is giving a chance. No one's even talking about Morocco. If you're Morocco and the way you're getting disrespected as a 22nd nation in the world in football, I'd be a little upset. World Cup achievements for Morocco, 1986 round of 16. Morocco enjoyed an excellent qualification campaign after winning all 6 of their group games in the second round of qualifying. They were drawn against DR Congo in a 2-leg knockout tie for a place at the World Cup. You guys realize that? That's so absurd. The fact that if DR Congo just like drew 0-0 both games and went to penalties and beat Morocco in penalties, DR Congo would be in the World Cup right now. The tie was firm in the balance after the first leg following a 1-1 draw in Kinshasa. Morocco squad, like I said, bro, I know they played the USA in a friendly. Hakimi, Mazraoui, like I know those two guys, obviously. I mean, this guy's the most caps here, say, so he's probably gonna be a starter, I'd imagine. And then the midfield, I know Harit, I think he plays for Marseille now, but he used to play for Schalke. And then as for their forwards, I only know Youssef El Nesri. I don't know if Canada's ready for it. I don't think so. Not yet. So Canada to finish last in Group F would be my Group F bet. Once again, max bet is so low. The point of this is just to show people I will be placing this bet somewhere else as well.